Hey all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly values, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. Hey there everyone, how are we doing? Hopefully we are doing well. Thank you so much, Shalamaya. Became a member, and I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
But now you have been promoted. You are now one of my elite employees.
So I got a couple of videos I want to show. I don't know how long we're going to be here, if it's going to be an hour or not. But I wanted to just talk about these single mother crash outs, because it's an epidemic at this point. I'm just going to let you hear a video. The video is like about 5 minutes long. I don't want to interrupt it. I will if I really think that I have to. But with that being said,
this is a crash out post. I'm currently crashing out. Sorry in advance. Women, do not get married and have kids unless you plan on and are capable of becoming a single mom. Because 9 times out of 10, 8 times out of 10, I don't know, statistically high, that's probably what's going to happen to you. Now, I love being a mom. I really do. And in fact, I quite enjoy most of the time being a single mom. This shit is not fair. The world is not set up for single moms. You will struggle. I don't care what job you have. I don't care how much you get paid. Especially in this economy right now, okay? The world is not set up for single mothers. It will be fucking hard. It will test you in ways that you didn't know that you could even be tested. You will have to fight for those kids, most likely. You will have to fight for those kids. You will have to wake up every morning and question, just real talk, if motherhood is really something that you want anymore, because these men make it so hard. They make it so hard to be a mom. They take away all of the tender moments of motherhood that you could have had, but you were stuck in survival mode. So you didn't even really get to enjoy it. You're just fucking surviving, trying to raise these kids, trying to do the best you can. Then you get $250 a month. What the fuck? That is pennies. That is the gas money it is taking me to drop them off at their father's house and pick them back up. $250 a month. And my ex is a nurse. $250 a month.
I'm gonna pause her since she paused to gather herself. We're gonna pause. She starts off saying, don't get married. She was never married. You will realize as she keeps talking, she was never married to the man that she had a child or children by. That's number one. I don't like it when people blame marriage. Marriage is not the problem. Marriage is not the problem. Marriage is actually a solution. How folks go about trying to be married and for the reasons that they call themselves getting married, that's the problem. That be the problem. Stop blaming the institution that the Most High put here for us to make it together. Why do everybody blame marriage? Why do everybody get into these situationships and all of this type of stuff and then turn around and blame, oh, we should get married? You was never married. So what marriages is you talking about? Which marriage? I'm tired of this argument too. Marriage isn't a guarantee. Nothing in life is a guarantee. What's the guarantee? I can tell you one guarantee. I'll take that back. I can tell you one guarantee. If you never marry the man that you have kids by, you're guaranteeing that you're a single mother. That you're guaranteeing the marriage in and of itself tells me that somebody at least tried to create some stability or some type of commitment or some type of something to bring these kids into. Whether the marriage make it or not, somebody tried. That's what marriage tells me. That before we started having these kids, we at minimum tried to have some type of stability. We tried to have some type of marriage, or we tried to have something to bring these kids into. Now, that's not a perfect situation all the time, grant you. But the alternative that people is doing, Miss Joyce, is not no better. It does not better. People have not fared better. For all of anybody's talking, I'm not trying to pick on you, Miss Joyce, but for all of anybody's talk about how marriage ain't this and marriage ain't that, the alternatives that we're doing, tell me where they're working. You tell me. Tell me. Tell me, are any of these things that we've come up with as a society to circumvent marriage and to circumvent commitments and circumvent the quote unquote strings attached, what have we done that has been a hands down better alternative to actually getting married and trying to actually make a family? Has the situationships worked? Have the casual sex worked? Has the baby mama, baby daddyism worked? Has the smash and dash worked? Has that worked? Has somebody tell me, am I taking crazy pills? Because the last time I looked, none of that worked. None of that. Everybody's still complaining. The marriage rate has dropped and everybody's still complaining. So if the marriages was so bad and that was something that we really need to avoid because, you know what I'm saying, this is horrible, then you tell me which thing that we have collectively done that is hands down a better alternative than marriage, and we need to continue to do that. So talking down about marriage helps who? Who does it help? We done tried smash and dash. We done tried don't shack up. We done tried the opposite. Let's live together, act like we doing everything in a marriage, but not be married. We done tried don't put a label on it. We done tried co-parenting. We done tried everything except going back to the drawing board and figure out this marriage thing, because that's where the salvation is actually at. And I went off on such a tangent from what this lady was talking about. We're going to get back to her crash out in just 2 seconds. But I wanted to talk about that because we speak so negatively about, oh, we gotta avoid marriage, man. Marriage ain't no good for nobody. The women say marriage is a trap for them. The men say marriage is a trap for them. The women say marriage is slavery to them. The men say marriages ain't nothing but a money trap to them. And everybody's talking so badly about marriage, but quiet on the part where we just link up with each other, have sex. That's supposed to be better because we're not intertwining our lives together. But baby mamas and baby daddies come out of that. Having sex and messing around, having kids with people you don't even know. You don't know who they are. You don't know if they crazy or not. You don't know if they stupid or not. You don't know if they stable or not. You know nothing about these people. But you done laid up. We ready to have sex before we ready to commit anything else. We ready to commit our bodies to one another. And we justify it. Oh, it's a biological imperative. Oh, well, you know, they throwing it at me. Oh, well, these dudes look good. I do what I want to do. We justify it. Everybody justifies it. Spreading STDs like water. They got a whole cure for HIV and it's still on the rise. And everybody want to blame everybody else. The men say it's the women's fault. The women say it's the men's fault. We stay mad at each other, but we stay having sex with each other too. Mad and tooting it up at the same time. That's crazy. Anytime you can make it undetectable, that's the cure. That's a cure. Because when it's undetectable, you can't spread it either. It's a cure for every disease. Don't let nobody tell you that these diseases can't be cured. It's whether or not the pharmaceutical company is beneficial to them to think of something. They done cured that. Why do you think people live so long now? They don't really complain about it.
Sorry. Oh, I don't even know if I'm going to post this. These men will take everything from you. They will promise you so much. And it will feel great at first. It will feel peaceful at first. And for some fucking reason, when you have their child, they will abandon you. They will discard you. Even if they don't cheat, even if they don't do anything significant, they'll emotionally turn away from you to the point where you leave. I left. I can't be in that. It is not what we were promised. It is not what you think it is. I promise you. And before you come on here and say, oh, well, my situation's not like that. Good for you, honey. You are in the 1% of women that are very lucky. Because the rest of us don't have that. And the rest of us become single moms. And it sucks because all I wanted was to be a mom. I love being a mom. But the best parts of my motherhood were taken from me. And in fact, the first time I got pregnant, the man said he couldn't have kids and then fought me in court for 5 years. Fought me in court for 5 years to take away my son that he claimed in the beginning he wasn't even capable of producing because he didn't want to wrap it up at first. Yeah. Yep. I can't handle it. I can't handle it.
Listen to what she just said. Was cracking it for a dude that swore to God, according to her, he told her he wasn't capable of having no kids because he didn't want to wrap it up. She's saying what it is. See, when they start crashing out, they start talking. He didn't want to wrap it up. He wanted to hit it raw. And so in an effort to let him hit it raw, he said, well, I can't. She probably expressed, I don't want to get pregnant. And then he said, I can't get you pregnant. Still falling for, let me put the tip in. The tip is the most dangerous part of that thing. It's the tip that's the problem. The shaft ain't never did nothing to nobody. The tip is where the problems is at. Y'all still falling for the tip, put the tip in. The tip is the problem. The shaft is innocent. The tip is the troublemaker. So you fell for, let me just put the tip in a little bit. You fell for that at 20-something years old or however old. You can't fall for, let me put the tip in. That's the oldest trick in the book. That's the oldest trick in the book. Let me just put, you know what I'm saying? Just put the little tip in a little bit. That's the old, that's the old, that's old school. That's old school. Because he ain't finna just put no tip in no way. As soon as you say, all right, he going for the whole, he finna go all the way in to the hilt. He going to the hilt. Then he gonna look at you in your face like, yeah, I'm in here now. What you gonna do? Stop that. Come on. Come on. So he hit you with the, let me put the tip in. So then you let him put the tip in, boom. Told you. Tip is the problem. The tip where the problem at. Boom, he hit you with the tip. Shoot the club up. If he got something he's shooting out of there, don't trust it. You can't even trust it. You can't even trust a vasectomy. Because this is not necessarily 100% either. There have been documented cases of men going to get the snip and still got somebody pregnant. It's some, they produce millions of them. 2 of them done got past the nets. They have slipped past our nets. It don't take but one. It don't take but one. It take one. All I need is one mite. All I need is one sperm it take one sperm to fertilize an egg. Come on now. We don't know that in biology class. So he hit you with, let me put the tip in, that. You let him hit it raw, so boom, you got pregnant. That was your first child. So you did this again. You did this again. You did it again. You said this guy fought you for 5 years in court for custody. You should have gave him to him. He wouldn't have had to fight me for not 5 days, for not 5 minutes. I'd have dropped him off. Soon as I wean that baby, and that baby could kind of toddle and walk, here you go. This he yours now. Take him. I'll be back this weekend to poo-poo and tutu him, so he'll know he got a mama. Why y'all struggle? Hand these kids to these daddies. Go ahead, give them to them. Why y'all struggling in 2025 with these kids?
This. I can't handle men anymore. Y'all are liars. You lie to women. You promise us a lot. We are objects to you. We are things that you put on your shelf. I am a human being, and my life is forever changed. My life is forever changed. I will never be the same. My youth was stolen from me. I had to put my boots on the ground and become a single mom at 21 years old. I didn't get to live. I didn't get to live. I didn't. My life is not what I wanted it to be. Not even close. But I love being a mom. I'm holding space for two things at one time. Just don't date men. We are at a point in society where we are waking up to the reality of the patriarchy, which is a very real thing that I didn't used to believe in, and I fucking do now. To what men are really like. I will never see the change in men that I need to see to feel safe enough to ever date again in my entire life. It will take too long. The change that we need to see in men will take too long. It's 100, 200 years from now. So that's my life. So just don't date men. Just don't. Just focus on yourself. And don't have kids with the wrong person. And I don't know how to tell you what man is the right man, because I thought they both were. I thought they both were the right man, and they were not. Okay, this is a...
So 2 baby daddies and 2 babies. You thought both of these men was the right men. Now one of them married you or wanted you. I swear, the way y'all chicks move in 2025 is some of the most crazy. I don't know what y'all be living with these men and having babies with these men. Oh, baby, bye. I ain't never lived with no man that was my husband. I have never lived under the same roof with no man that wasn't my husband. I have never had a conversation about children and whether or not we ought to have them with no man that wasn't my husband. Oh, baby, bye. I could never. And I was young and broken. And you wasn't going to get me with that one. Yeah, I just want to get you pregnant. That was a threat. Before I got married and stuff like that, you trying to date a couple of guys. I had one guy say that to me. We had not been intimate before. And, I was in college and stuff, and we was talking and stuff like that. And we had never been intimate at all. And he's like, yeah, he thought he was flattering me. And he was like, yeah, shoot, I don't know. I might want to get you pregnant. Baby, that was the last time we talked. That was the last time we spoke, baby. I ain't talked to him no more. He seen me on campus. I act like I ain't seen him. I turned my head, baby. I act like he wasn't standing there. Don't tell me nothing like that. Who you talking to? I might want to get you pregnant. What? That was not flattering to me. That one, you want to get me pregnant? What? So you want to take me out of school? I'm trying to go to school. and get my life together. I ain't fit to be nobody mama. I was like 18. Coming out of that old crazy household I was in, I wasn't fit to be nobody mama. I might try to get it. Whoa. I act like I ain't see him. Baby, I ain't talked to him no more. From that day to this one. Tell me no foolishness like that. And y'all running around here letting these men tell y'all he finna put the tip in. Y'all running around here, let these men tell y'all, you know what I'm saying? I just want to get you pregnant. And y'all are not taking these as threats. That's why you're in the situation that you're in. Because you want to be flattered. You think these is flattering things. You think this is stuff that men tell you when they love you or when they want you to be in their life forever or something like that. No. There is only one route that men go when they want you. And that is that they talk about marrying you and they make moves that move towards marrying you. That is when they mean what they say. When they mean what they say about, and they're serious about wanting you in their life, they want you in their life and they could see you being a wife. They start talking about you are their wife. They start talking about that. They start, speaking about the future in a collective way, in a way that includes you. And then their actions match their words. The actions match the words. So if he starts talking about marriage and commitment and things of that nature, and he moved towards that way and his actions come towards that, then okay, he's taking you seriously at this point. Do not live with him. Do not have children with him unless and until he marry you. Once you become this man's wife, feel free to get into wife mode with this man in terms of, you know what I'm saying? We can live together and we can cohabitate and we can do these things together and move as a unit together. Y'all will not waste no time. Y'all will be, I don't know how long y'all be knowing these men before y'all be having babies bound. It's crazy work to me. It's crazy to me. I'm going to tell y'all, it's crazy. You can't let these men tell you this stuff, this foolishness. And I'm not even really saying that the men is lying or will be, because these things have been going on for a very long time. This is just didn't start. Y'all are not picking up. Y'all claim to be so smart and so quick on the uptake, but you're not picking up. Because y'all are so much wanting to be, I guess, claimed by somebody. You want to be able to tell somebody you got a little boo thing or whoever, ain't no labels on nothing. We don't want, I'm just seeing how it go. We just gonna see how it go. I don't know why we got to talk about what kind of label it is. I mean, if y'all gonna move like that with these men, I don't want to hear no more complaining. If y'all are gonna continue to do what the old folks say, shacking up and all of this other stuff, no, there are most of the time, 9 times out of 10, there are not even so much as conversations being had, let alone actual commitments, actual marriage ceremonies, things of that nature. Not even so much as the conversation. We're sitting down and we're talking about what we are trying to do together and what this is and what this stuff looked like. Not just vibing. No conversation, nobody saying nothing. A lot of assumptions being made. She said she thought that her two baby daddies, she had trouble with the first one. Then you went to go get a second one. And you made the same decision. Meaning that you did not learn from the first situation. You did not learn from the first situation to say, I already made that mistake. I already decided to have a child under questionable circumstances at best. Because I feel some type of way and about him or whatever the case. You say you had trouble with him. He fought you for 5 years and this, that, and the third. Then you went within them 5 years or after them 5 years. We don't know the exact timeline. And you went and you started dating another man. And then you didn't even say, I'm not going to have a child. I can date him. I can talk to him. You know, we can date. We can get to know one another. That's fine. But I am not having any children with a man that does not think of me as his wife and is not speaking to me in a way that shows me that he wants me to be his wife. I'm not going to have any children. At the least, I'm not going to have any children. I already did it once. We're not going to do it twice. Did it twice. Then blamed him. These men lied to the women. You know, they set the women up. Blah, 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 blah. Y'all believe everything but the truth. Y'all believe everything except what's actually happening in front of you. Just because a man talk a good game and you know what I'm saying, and y'all kicking it and y'all really might be getting along, that don't mean much. That do not mean much. What do that mean? What do that actually mean? Huh? Because you get along with them? Because y'all laugh and kiki and have sex? We're going to do a commercial break, and then I got another video to show you. This one focusing on the whole men be lying to us to get us to have kids foolish man. Yeah, Miss L'Oreal. Then they invincible. It ain't gonna happen to me. I ain't gonna be a baby mama. You absolutely you gonna be a baby mama. That's exact. You are headed down baby mama lane. You are in baby mama community. You are in baby mama town. Population you are in baby mama town. You have gone to the state of delusion. Baby town, baby mama town is the capital of the state of delusion. It is the capital, baby mama town. And you going. You done booked the flight and everything to the state of delusion. Baby Mama Town, USA. Talking about you ain't gonna be no baby mama. Yes, you is. After these messages, we'll be right back. I need everybody to go to ashkicking.com. The link is pinned to the top of the chat. If you want to keep your skin looking and feeling its absolute best, then you need the body butter that is on this screen right now. It's guaranteed to actually leave your skin very soft, not tacky, it's not greasy. It absorbs into the skin very quickly, and it leaves behind only softness and a wonderful scent. So if you want to take advantage of the 10% discount using a promo code Crimson, you can do that on your very first order. Once again, the link is pinned to the top of the chat, ashkicking.com. Okay. Let's go ahead. Thank you, HVAC. I'll say this: no hymen, no diamond. Vet them men or suffer the consequences. He got swag, yeah, and his swag got you behind pregnant. They mad at guys like me that's not coming in to be step crash daddy. So we got a second one that I want to. Quiet Faith gifted someone a membership. So thank you. I appreciate you. And to whoever got the membership.
Now you have been promoted. You are now one of my elite employees.
Sound crazy, but I don't want my children back. It's not because I don't love them. I love them so much. I love them wholeheartedly. I love them beyond comprehension. But I don't want my children back. And I feel like I had to come over here because you guys are so sweet. And my DMs and my comments giving me reassurance that, oh, they're going to come back. They're going to, everything's going to work out and stuff like that. And I believe you. Like, everything is going to work out. However, I don't want them children back. And it's not because I don't want to take care of them or anything like that. I love taking care of them. I love raising them, but I don't want them back for another set of reasons. One, I don't have a support system. I have been raising these children with no support system. And when I say no support system, I'm not even joking. I don't have an emergency contact. When I take them to the doctor, I don't have an emergency contact. I don't have friends. I don't have family. I don't have, this is going to sound crazy, but I don't want my children back. Like, I take care of everything by myself. I don't have that. Okay. So that's one. Imagine me, one person, taking care of 3 children by myself with no support system, not even for an emergency contact. That's one. Second, I was manipulated into having my children. I was 9 months pregnant on my 21st birthday, and their dad was 33. Granted, I knew he was 32. I knew he was 12 years older than me when I met him. Or at least, like, in getting to know him, I knew he was 12 years older than me. But at 19 years old, I did not have the mental capacity and understanding to assess and realize that I was being manipulated into having children prior than I wanted to. So it was never my plan to have children at the age of 21. My plan was to finish college and go to law school. And by the time, like, I take care of everything by myself. I got my bachelor's degree. My son was 6 months old. And I found myself, like, putting off law school because I didn't want anybody else to raise him. I was manipulated into having those children. Third, which kind of goes with the second one, is one of the ways that this man manipulated me into having these children was using the whole line that, oh my gosh, she's the only person with his last name, and if he dies, the last name's going to go with him. I don't know why that was enough. But then again, I was extremely naive at the time. I was coming from so much abuse, so much trauma. I didn't know up from down, sky to ground, like whatever. So he was able to use that. And with that being said, I feel like if you want to continue your legacy, if you want to prolong your legacy, then take care of the children. Because over the last however long, this man have not contributed. I got my bachelor's degree, my son.
Now that was 3 slides. That was the end of it. Three times you got manipulated. 3 times. There's a such thing as manipulation. People can be manipulated. I'm not going to play that game. I'm not going to say that there's absolutely no situation where nobody can ever be manipulated into or out of things. With that being said, you was manipulated into 3 children? I think that somebody said it in the comments that she actually ended up, I think, giving the children to the father or something of that nature. That's what you should have been did. You should have been gave them kids to their daddy. I am such a big proponent of giving children to their dad. Why do y'all refuse that? I wouldn't care who had nothing to say, because there's a certain amount of guilt that a society puts on a woman when she gives her, quote unquote, give her children up. There is a guilt where you gave your children up. You don't want to be a mom. You don't love your kids, things of that nature. So there is an underpinning of blame that a woman will get if she do say, let me get these kids to their daddy. I'm going to give them to their daddy. Because I seen a video before of a sister and a brother was talking. And the brother was mad at the sister, at his sister, for giving the children to their father. I think she had like 2 kids or something like that. And she gave the children to the dad. And he was like grilling her about it. He was like, I don't know how you could give your kids up. You shouldn't have gave your kids up. You a worthless mom because you did it. And she was saying, I don't have enough means to take care of them. I've gotten to a place where I'm kind of pillar to post a little bit. I don't know exactly where I'm going to be. Excuse me. I'm rather unstable right now. So why would I drag my children through my instability when they daddy got a whole house? They daddy got a whole house. He has a whole house that they can be in. He ain't doing nothing to them kids. Those are his children. And I dropped them off that day and told him he got to do it because I can't do it right now. And back and forth, they had a conversation. And she finally had to say, she said, you're not going to make me feel bad. I did the right thing for my kids. And she seemed like she was kind of like a little ratchet chick or whatever, but I could not argue with the logic that she said to her brother. And he was still trying to argue with her about it and call her a deadbeat mom. And she was like, well, I'll be a deadbeat then. But my kids somewhere warm, though. I know where they at. I know they eating. I know they got beds they sleeping in and stuff. I know they somewhere where they daddy love them. And I could not argue with that. I was mad at the brother. I was mad at the brother in the video because he was trying to literally shame her about a decision that we say that these women should be making more often than not. I say it all the time. Give them to their daddy, especially if you are unstable, whether that's financial instability or whether you're emotionally unstable or whatever the case may be. The load is too heavy. Take them to their father. You're going to have to swallow the shame of not being able to take care of them and all of the guilt that you feel as a mom. Like, I get that part of it. But that's also a part of that. Swallowing that pill and saying, I cannot do it. You do it. The lady who kids froze to death and stuff like that, I wouldn't have called their daddy. I'd have went to him with them kids. And I wouldn't have even given him an opportunity to say no. These are your children. I can't take care of them. You got a whole place here. I don't care how small that place is. You could be in a studio. I'd rather them in that studio than in this car. And if he just fought you about not doing it and you have to take your kids back, at least you would have been able to say, nope, I brought them to him. He said no. It's because of not wanting to swallow the pill and say, I can't do it. I'm not equipped. Yes, I had these babies and everything, but I am not equipped. And if that make you a deadbeat, then you're a deadbeat then. But at least you won't be dragging them kids through everything that you're going through. You go through the mud by yourself. If this is the time in your life where you going through the mud, but your children don't have to, she crying crocodile tears in that car, that white girl. Take them kids to their daddy. Girl, if you don't get up and take them kids to their daddy right now, instead of crying on this TikTok right now, get him. Get his stuff. Pack his little bag. Call his daddy. Yeah, what you want? I'm bringing your kids to you. What you mean? Right now. Because I can't do it. Or what, you a deadbeat? Absolutely. I'm bringing them to you today. Well, I'm bringing them to you before the end of the business day today. And if he want to argue with you, when you bring him up there, then let him argue. Let him call you whatever name he gonna call you. Take that on the chin. But I would be ushering them kids to him. And it ain't because I don't love them. It ain't because I don't want them. But they better off here than over here. And it's just the end of it. Baby, it's just that simple. And you cry on your way back. If you get, I know you're gonna cry and you're gonna feel bad and you're gonna feel guilty, and it's gonna be people that try to make you feel bad and feel guilty. I get that stuff. But them children come first. If your children really do come first and you're not stable and that father is stable, you better off bringing them kids to that daddy. Instead of getting mad and being frustrated, because them kids can feel all of that energy no matter how you try to hide it or whatever. Children are extremely perceptive. They understand that you are going through stuff. They're going to feel like it's their fault and stuff like that. Take them to their father. And as you become more stable, you can have more and more access to your children and things of that nature. Nobody's saying you're not their mother. No one is saying that you just out of their life forever and you can't never come see them and things of that nature. You could be their mom, but being their mom also includes doing the things that are best to them, even if it don't feel good to you. So I'm going to get on up out of here. I appreciate y'all coming through. Okay. Before we go, do me a favor, go to crimsoncure.com. Pick up your copy of Reclaiming the Black Feminine. All right. It is still on sale now at crimsoncure.com. A very simple process. You go through PayPal and things of that nature. Pick up your copy if you haven't already. All right. Jump down in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe to the channel if you have not. Once again, I'm your hostess, The Crimson Cure, and this was my perspective. Bye-bye, Crimsonites.